An address book without search, well, that is not a very good address book. So let's fix this, and I'm going to do this in 2 videos, and in this video we're going to create the graphical interface for this one. So let's start, and I'm going to grab a rounded rectangle first, and I'm going to place it like that, maybe a little bit bigger, like that, and then I would like to change the radius here. Let's try 40. Yeah, that's good enough. And then let's name this one and call it search background, like that. Then I would like to grab an SVG and place it on top of this one, something like that, maybe a little bit smaller. And then I would like to go here, and let's see if we can find a search. And now this one is selected, as you can see, and that means that there is a bug in LiveCode, so it doesn't select that one. I need to bring it up again, but now we have the looking glass up here. Then of course we need a field to write in, so let's grab a field and put it kind of like here, and let the size be like that, and let's call this search, and then let's also do some settings in this one, because on this one I don't want any border, so then it kind of looks like this, and now if I run and click on this one, you see that it looks like this, but the text is too small and I get the blue border. So let's fix this one, both of them. Let's go on the font settings, and I can guess that 25 might be good. Yeah, it's a little bit smaller than this one, but that is nice, I think. Then we want to remove the blue border, and that is the focus border, so I can deselect that one. And then there is one more button that I would like to click, and that is the don't search button, because we don't want to find the text in the search field when we try to search in our stack later on. So therefore we say, okay, exclude this field from searches. And it's the same with labels. These, let's grab these. We probably don't want to search in these either, so we can select don't search on those. But the other fields we would like to be able to perform a search in. So now, what do we have here? Well, we have a field, let's call it search. We have a background that's called search background, and we have the icon here, and let's call this search icon. So when I click on this one, I want to show the search field in the background, and if I click again, then I would like to hide it. So I need to perform some kind of check to see, is it visible? Yes, then hide it. If it's not visible, well, then show it. So let's bring up the code window for this one. We do that via code, and we do that on mouse up. On mouse up. And what do we want to do? Well, to perform this, we need an if statement, and we would like to have this condition, this version. And an if statement says that first it has a condition, and if that evaluates to true, then it will perform all the code in the first section. If you have an else statement, then that code will perform if this one is false. So it's kind of, if this is true, then do that, this, else do that. And what do we want to do here? Well, we would like to show, now if it is, first we will set up the condition. If the visible of field search, if it is visible, well, then we would like to hide it. Hide field search. And we also want to hide graphic, and that was not spelled correctly, graphic search background, like that. And otherwise, we would like to copy the code and paste it in here, because I would like to just change the hide into show. So if I apply this code, and then you do that by clicking the apply button, and that is kind of, okay, now I glue the code to the control. So when I run this, you can see that I can click on this one and I can click and it shows up and it gets hidden. But I would like to make it a little bit more fancy. So what I would like to do is that I would like to lock the screen. And you do that by just writing the word lock screen. And as you can see, what I would like to do is that I would like to lock the screen for visual effect in a rectangle like this, because I want it to lock in the rectangle of the background here, because I don't want to change everything. I just want to change this part. So how can I get the rectangle for the search background? Well, I can just write, oops, not there. I should write in the code window, of course, the rect of graphic, and I obviously can't spell graphic today. Graphic search background. When I have locked the screen for visual effect, I can unlock the screen with a visual effect, and there are some built in, and they are not super fancy, but they work, I think, in this case. And now I could say that, of course, I would like to unlock the screen down here, but I actually wanted to go in different directions. So therefore, I would like to add it within the if statement. So when I hide, I want to unlock screen with visual effect. And now I would like to do a wipe. And when we hide the field, I want it to wipe from left to right. So I say wipe right, and then I also want it to go very fast. And let's copy this line of code, and down here we instead say wipe left. So what happens now is that when I click on that one, you see that it kind of wipes in and out. So we have some kind of a little bit nice animation on that one. One other thing we would like to do before we are done is that if I have text here, I want it to be selected. And the biggest problem is that I at least want the cursor to show up in this field when it appears. So because if I remove this one and bring it up again, well, then I need to click here and I want it to be selected automatically. So when I show the field, I want to do select. And what I want to do? Well, I would like to select the text of the field. So I can say text of field search. Like that. And now if there is no text, well, then it will still put the cursor in here, and you can see that it shows up like this. Another way to do this that I think it's kind of the same. Now let's see, I maybe had a space in there. Yes. So now when I have nothing, it just shows up the cursor in there. So now we have made the user interface for this one, and in the next video we will actually create the search.